In part 1, we built the foundation. Who you are inside determines how the world treats you outside. Your actions, your self-control, your standards. That is where respect begins. But who you are inside means nothing if your daily behavior contradicts it. This is part 2. The behaviors that either build your respect in every room you enter or silently destroy it. Most people think respect is built in the big moments. The speech that silences a room, the decision that changes everything, the grand gesture that proves your worth. But the Stoics knew better. Respect is built in the small moments. The moment you stay calm when everyone else is falling apart. The moment you keep your word when no one would blame you for breaking it. The moment you walk away from something beneath you, without looking back to make sure they noticed. Small moments, repeated daily. That is where respect is forged. Behavior 1. The art of non-reaction. There is a test that life gives every person. Not once, not twice. Every single day, someone else says something designed to provoke you. Someone else does something meant to diminish you. Someone puts pressure on you to see how you will crack. And in that moment, everything is decided. Not by what happened to you, by how you responded. Epictetus said it plainly, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The person who cannot be provoked is the most powerful person in any room, not because they feel nothing, but because they have learned to feel everything without being ruled by it. When you stay calm in conflict, people do not see weakness. They see someone who has mastered something they have not. And that commands a kind of respect that no argument could ever win. Practice this. The next time someone tries to provoke you, breathe, let 3 seconds pass, then choose your response. Not their provocation, your choice. That space is where your power lives. Behavior 2, the power of eye contact. There is a language spoken without words that most people never learn. It is spoken through the eyes. When you look away during conflict, you communicate uncertainty. When you look down when challenged, you communicate submission. But when you hold steady, calm, clear, and without aggression, you communicate something that very few people can ignore. I am not afraid of this moment. I am not afraid of you. And I am not going anywhere. Stoic philosophy teaches that the eyes are a direct window to your inner state. A person who has done the inner work, who has built genuine self-respect, has nothing to hide behind their gaze. You do not need to stare aggressively. You do not need to dominate. Simply, do not look away when the moment gets uncomfortable. Let your eyes say, what?
Your voice does not need to. That stillness speaks. Behavior 3. Walk away from what is beneath you. Marcus Aurelius had a rule he returned to again and again in his journals. He called it, not engaging with what is unworthy of you. Every argument you enter that does not deserve your presence costs you something. Not just time, but dignity. There is a particular kind of respect that comes from the person who simply does not respond. Not because they are weak, but because they have decided that some things are not worth their energy. When you walk away from gossip, people notice. When you refuse to engage in petty conflict, people notice. When you let certain things pass without a reaction, people notice. And over time, they begin to understand something quiet and powerful. This person does not fight for attention. They do not need to prove anything. They are not playing the same games. That is the person everyone eventually wants in their corner. Because that person has something rare, standards, and the discipline to hold them. Behavior 4. Drop the gossip permanently. If you want deep, lasting respect, stop talking about people who are not in the room. Not because gossip is morally wrong, though it is, but because of what it signals to every person listening to you. When you gossip, you are sending a message. I cannot be trusted with information. I will eventually talk about you the same way. My loyalty has a price, and it is the cost of a good story. People may laugh with you in the moment, but they file that information away, and they never fully trust you again. Seneca wrote, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. The reverse is equally true. Become the person others associate with when they want to improve. When someone starts to gossip around you, say nothing, or say simply, 'I hope they are all right.' Not judgment, not lecture, just a quiet refusal to participate. Over time, people will stop bringing drama to you, and they will start bringing something more valuable, their trust. And trust is the highest form of respect. Behavior 5. Listen more than you speak. Gandhi was not remembered for being the loudest. He was remembered for being the most deeply heard. Because he listened, truly listened, not waiting to respond, not preparing his argument, simply present with whoever was speaking. In Stoic philosophy, listening is not passive, it is an act of discipline. It requires you to silence the voice in your head that wants to judge, compare, and respond, and simply receive. When you listen to someone this way, they feel something rare, they feel understood, and the person who makes others feel understood is the person they come back to, the person they trust, the person they respect. Respect through behavior is not complicated. Stay calm when others react. Hold your gaze when it is uncomfortable. Walk away from what is beneath you. Stop speaking about those who are not present. Listen, truly listen, when others speak. These are not grand gestures. They are small, daily choices. But repeated, they become a reputation. And a reputation is the kind of respect that outlasts you. In part 3, we cover the final piece. How you speak, the words you choose, the silence you master, and why the way you communicate can either command every room you enter or make you invisible in it. Part 3, drops on subscribe so you don't miss it. This is Stoic Edge. Ancient wisdom for modern life.